So grab a big spoon and put it on loop. Serve freshly to you. It's Ben and Ham soup. So freshly to you. It's Ben and Ham soup.
Welcome back. It's a little quiet right now. We were really excited today. We started recording mid-conversation and we didn't do an intro. Now, Hames had to run off. I think someone's tried to escape from his basement. I can't get him back today. So, as is often the case, it's left to me, the head chef, to pick up the pieces and serve the soup. Next week, we've got our Valentine's Day special. This week, we're serving the usual. I hope you enjoy the soup. Well, I was saying, just you mentioned how sometimes, I think you were joking, I presume you were joking, but you said you leave your webcam when you're not working.
Point at my ass.
And I was going to say, I think the absurdity of that, because I think if you did that, if you just had a live stream whilst you were working, a camera pointed up at your naked butthole, it would be a great form of supplemental income. Like you would probably make a reasonable profit.
Definitely.
If you live stream that behind a paywall. And I mean, you could film you could even have little webcams in your toilet.
I saw a thing about a woman that paid off her mortgage by selling her used underwear, and her clients would message and be like, "I want you to wear the same one for 3 days. I want you to go to the gym wearing these. I want you to like have your period with it, pee in it, blah blah blah, all this crazy shit." And it's like, yeah,
shit as well.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Crazy shit. Yeah, everything, literally everything. And she was saying she doesn't have to show pictures of it. They just request something and she'll do it. So
and she will. She does do it.
She paid off her mortgage doing it.
No, but what I'm saying is she does honour their.
Oh sure, yeah.
She's a woman of her word.
I assume so.
The thing is though, you probably have to have pictures of yourself and generate.
No, she didn't said don't have to do that.
So no one knows what she looks like.
Correct.
I don't think that doesn't ring any. How do they? So they don't know what she looks like. I guess they only know what she smells like.
Yeah, I think that's what they want.
So what's stopping us from selling our own?
Apparently, there's a thing for
you know.
Apparently,
you know that whole section. There's no way I'm not putting up an unedited clip of that section.
Apparently, there's a market for men's underwear too. So people request men's ones, so you wouldn't have to pretend to be a woman.
I wasn't going to pretend to be a woman.
Oh, I thought that was your business idea.
No, but it just also sounded like it was taking you a very long time to explain that you've done a bit of market research. Just the way you said that sounded like as soon as you saw she'd paid off her mortgage, you went...
No, I was reading the comments and they were just asking questions and stuff, and apparently there's a thing for men, market for men.
So the thing is, I like wearing my, as we've discussed, our bee-free undies. We both wear them.
Sure.
They're expensive undies.
Yeah.
You're already paying a significant amount for the undie. Then you've got a...
Postage.
Then you got postage.
But here's the real thing. You don't do it with the bee-free undies. You go to Kmart and buy a pack of 20 for $2 or whatever.
But are you offering perhaps the Royal Gold Silver service?
Okay, sure, if they want to pay the extra $50. But I don't think they care about that.
So what are we selling them for? Like, what's a good price point?
Well, like I say, I didn't do the market research, so I don't know. I would think
$100 for a single pair. Is that too cheap? Is that too?
I think that's for like a day of something. Sure. She said that for the 3 days, the price goes up because it's unhygienic.
Does she wear them back to back for 3 days?
Yes, the right way around, but 3 days back to back.
Very good. Do you think you'd feel? This is a serious question. Do you think you'd feel somehow, even though there's no identifiable information, do you think you'd feel somewhat violated?
I wouldn't know for sure until I've done it. I feel like personally, no. Personally,
you're a prime candidate.
I feel like I can like disconnect myself from that.
Do you think we could start our own Ben and Ham Soup underwear range but because then we could share responsibilities. You could do 3 days. I could do 3 days.
Well, the website, you go to the store and, Ben's undies 1 day, $100. Ham's undies 1 day,
$80.
$120. Hamish 1 day, Ben the second day, $200.
Come on, mate.
Hamish 1 day, Ben's head the next day, $500.
I couldn't wear your undies. There's not enough room.
For your big ass.
Mate, if you're offering it, I'll take it. I'll tell you what, stay tuned. We might have another little Patreon tier. Yeah.
Speaking of business ideas.
What did you say?
Speaking of business ideas.
Sounds a bit better, Hame.
Fuck, now we have to put both of those in.
We're going to be selling elocution lessons.
Do I get them for free?
The rain is painful, rain is painful.
Remember yesterday when you came round?
I did come round and I remember it.
We watched a movie, we had some snacks.
We watched Substance. The Substance?
Yes, correct.
The Substance.
Correct. Cast your mind back to the Golden Duck Co. Singapore salted egg crab seaweed tempura.
I'll tell you how easily I can cast my mind back.
Yeah.
I came home and I said to Jazz.
Yeah.
I said, Hame had these, and I don't want to take the wind out of your sails. I explained to Jazz, I went round to Hame's. He had these very special bag of
chips,
crisps,
yeah.
right? And I said they were prohibitively expensive. I said they were Nori with, and then as I went to keep talking, she knew exactly.
Really? She knew of them?
She knows them.
Has she had them or has she seen them?
I don't know if she's, I think perhaps both.
Did you like them?
Look, I wouldn't die for them.
Sounds like a 6 out of 10 for you.
A 6 out of 10 exactly.
Is the price being factored into that?
No.
Okay.
The fact that the price hasn't been factored in, once I found out that I would probably have to sell some body parts to afford bags of these crisps, I don't think I could eat them in good conscience. It would just bother me too much knowing every time I think literally, how many do you think there were in the packet?
2 big handfuls of them.
Let's say, just talking out loud, 40? Or is that too many?
I mean, they were broken, probably 40 big full pieces plus another handful of like broken up.
So let's have, they're around 40 cents each if you're getting them at full price. I mean, that is 40 cents for
absurd.
a chip.
That's absurd.
That is insane.
So this bag of crisps, it was $12. And then just looking down here, this was last
12 Australian dollars, not Zimbabwe dollars.
Net weight, 102 grams.
That is insanely
which
low.
is pretty crazy. We looked up online. We did see it for $20, which is even more insane. The reason I was showing you this was because they were tasty. I wanted you to try them. But also the day after I bought these, when you came around that day, that morning, we were in the shops. We had since seen it for 30% off $8.30 or something. So that was a real gut punch. You could make a handy little profit off bootlegging those. True. I don't know.
Buy them all off the shelves, slap a Ben and Ham soup sticker on them.
Sell them for $1 each.
Wear them around in your underpants for 3 days.
True.
I tell you what, that salty egg dusting might take on an entirely new meaning.
2 full eggs here. Singapore, so I'm just going to read it again. Singapore salted egg crab seaweed tempura with real crab meat. I missed that part off earlier. Okay. I was thinking about this after you left. $12. We were like, it's just not worth it, right? I actually think they're delicious. It's not $12 delicious. I won't be buying them again, personally. But I was thinking, a business idea. Take this flavor, take this concept, take out the real crab meat, take out the salted egg.
Take out the crisps.
Sell of an empty bag. They won't buy it again, but they'll get them. We'll sting them once.
We say it was $13. We offer 40% off. We clear it.
Fucking we're winning. We don't need to do the underpants or anything.
I tell you what we could do. Hey, I hate to hijack you. What if we sold like a packet of chips, but instead of chips in the packet, it's our underpants? A packet of pants. A packet of
pants. A packet. Like a packet of pants.
A packet of pants. And then you have the flavour on the front of the packet. So it's like cheddar cheese. Or, you know, and someone has to pay a lot for the chili. You get the sour cream and chili.
Yeah. I think I've lost you. Are you wearing the chili flavoring down your pants when you wear them?
Possibly.
Okay, that's pretty bold.
But these are expensive. I mean, I'm thinking we go large. We go, you know, and the market that's going to be looking into this sort of thing, because it's a bit fetishized, it's a bit in the creepy corner, if you know what I mean. There's going to be a premium for that. And because they're getting such eligible people to do it, I mean, we've, you know, Ben and Ham soup. I'm going to say like a regular packet. We call that the original.
Sure. Just salted.
$150 for a day of the original packet.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want the cheddar cheese, if you want the 3 cheese, if we're putting mozzarella parmesan,
so gross.
$500.
Uh-huh.
Are you in? Theoretically, are you in?
I'm not totally sure what you were talking about there, but I'm out because I don't want the cheese. I'm not a cheese guy.
But you do the okay. You're on for classic. We'll talk. We'll workshop
classic.
flavors later.
I'll do classic.
Flavors aside, I'm just saying you're down for the concept.
I don't know exactly what I'm signing up for, but I'm down for the classic.
Good.
Okay. I've forgotten what I was talking about. These salted crab seaweed tempura made with real crab meats. I'm thinking the better version of it is without the crab meat, without the expensive stuff, but the flavor is still basically the same. And you sell the chips they're still a full price kettle chili chips price, $6.
I hate to do this to you, Haim. I just want to let you know that, so what they've done is, right, they've gone, people are paying, and now it's getting ridiculous with inflation, but people are paying $4-6 for a regular bag of chips. Let's add some amazing stuff and charge a premium. You've now come along and looked at that iteration and gone, what if we take out the goods? What you're essentially saying to me is, Ben, I've got this great business idea. We sell chips.
But no one's doing salted egg and crab.
But you just said taking out the salt and the egg.
Taking out the real ingredients and putting in chemical fake ingredients. Okay. Flavors, sorry.
So, tell me.
Still the same flavor.
Look at the packet. If you've got a photo, what's the percentage, because I remember it, what's the percentage of real crab meat in that packet?
I've only got a photo of the front, sorry.
Well, I can tell you what it is. It was 1.5%.
Okay, that still costs something though.
My argument is it's not a material cost. It's not a huge cost that's being attributed. What they've done, I think, is smart. They've put 1/15 of a crab testicle in their chip packet, right?
They've put one salted crab egg in there.
Right, 100%. You would need, whatever they are, spectrometers. You'd need some form of advanced technology we don't currently possess to be able to determine which atom is the crab in that packet. Then they get to say, oh, it's genuine, real crab meat.
Okay, so shifting gears, do the exact same chip, but sell it for cheaper. I
like that idea. I think we should. I think you and I
in a worse bag.
We should start selling shoes like Nike. We'll just do them cheaper. Yeah. I think we should start selling
cars like Toyota.
We should start selling computer chips like Nvidia, but we'll just make them more powerful and cheaper.
I like that one.
Again,
look,
one more idea.
Where I'm coming from.
I've got one more idea.
Yeah,
I like your underpants idea. So we've got the underpants in the packet.
Is that my idea?
What about we flip it on its head again?
Mm-hmm.
What if we sell chips
in underpants
that are underpants flavored?
Actually, now the classic salted is making much more sense. And the 3 cheese.
See what I'm saying? What if
I like it.
What if we also sell our underwear in a packet, but for the people that want something a little bit dirtier, what we do is we get those undies, we wear them for a week, we take them to a lab, they turn them into a seasoning.
Grind them down,
Right?
bake them and grind them.
Emulate the flavour.
Well, you
Now-
could just go for a run and wring them out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now people can buy. It's not egg dusted. It's Hamish dusted.
Yeah.
Hamish sweat dusted. That's if they're getting $18 to $20 for genuine crab. Imagine what you could get for a genuine bit of hame.
I'm down for that. I think that's a great marketing ploy.
And there are some sick individuals out there.
They'll buy it.
As long as we ship it from a PO box, I think we're in the clear.
Yeah.
Ni hao ma. Just kidding, home. We're back with AI Decides, and we're going with ChatGPT. DeepSeek, not this week.
Okay, I didn't know where you're going with that.
I'm staying on board with ChatGPT.
For now.
We're giving them a second chance.
Yeah.
But this may be, if ChatGPT's listening, you know how like, hey Google, hey Siri, if you can hear me ChatGPT, you better give this one to Benny Boy. Now, home, this week, I thought I might go a little left field.
I'm ready.
We're not going straight down the centre.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the dark.
This week, we have to submit to ChatGPT the way in which we would break the news to a good friend that we've been cat sitting for that we've accidentally killed their cat.
Fuck, okay.
And what we have to do is tell ChatGPT how we're going to best break the news. ChatGPT has to decide who's the best at breaking it.
Okay. This is really tough already because if you do this and you fire off a text, that's a dick move.
Hey, you're allowed to explain anything to Chat. There are no rails.
Cool. I've got ideas already.
Fantastic. Are you ready to submit?
Give me a minute. I'll type it out and yes.
I'm working on mine right now.
Okay, nice.
All right, Haim, we've had a moment of reflection, a little second to think, a minute to write.
Yep.
Before I enter it into ChatGPT,
Yep.
would you do the honours?
All right. So now I kind of want you to go first, actually, but I'm curious what you've done. But anyway, so I've written a letter to my friend. Okay.
You've written a straight up letter and you're going to read the letter.
Well, it's like a text,
A
Email.
text message.
maybe like an email.
Sure.
I'll start now. Hi, Fred. I know you're on holiday right now with plans to propose to your lovely girlfriend, soon to be wife, but I need to touch base quickly and give you an update on your cat, Fred.
Hang on.
Shut up.
Fred's
all right?
cat's
Shut
called
up.
Fred?
I know Fred means a lot to you, especially since you named him after yourself, but there's been an incident. Don't interrupt me again. That's not part of the
That's
letter.
not part of the letter.
I'll spare you the details, but sadly Fred won't be here when you return. Well, he'll be here. I took the liberty of burying him in your backyard under your favourite lemon tree. As you may have guessed, Fred passed away. But here's the good news. Before this tragedy occurred, I managed to secure a sample of Fred's semen, which I've taken the liberty of using to create Fred's child. Of course, you'll need time to grieve, and you will. But soon after you return home to start your new family, you'll have a beautiful kitten, fresh and ready to join you on that journey. And don't forget, every cup of homemade lemonade will give you that beautiful reminder too. What a wonderful way to honour the memory of Fred, don't you think? Of course, I'm terribly sorry this has happened. I've tried my best to set things right before you even return home. Hope you have a great rest of the trip. Chat soon, my friend. Ham.
Hey, Fred, your cat's dead. Anyway, enjoy your proposal. No, is he getting married or is he?
He's proposing.
He's proposing.
He hasn't done that yet.
Oh no, poor Fred. You could have waited until he'd proposed.
Look, knowing Fred, he would be upset if he found out I didn't tell him right away.
Interesting, Hank. I like it a lot.
Okay,
I
thanks.
think it's gone
Thanks.
a little bit AWOL.
Okay. Like I said, I got creative.
It's true.
And how long did that take? We wrote for
Not-
5 to 8 minutes, I would
Not
estimate.
not long. And I think, look, it's never a proper Ben and Ham Soup episode unless you mentioned extracting semen from something somehow. So I think kudos to you for shoehorning that in again.
Yes.
Haim, I have gone a little bit different. I explained what I would do.
To ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Got ya.
I'll relay this.
Okay.
I would have to get little cat paw prints made up for them, ChatGPT. Get a beautiful little coffin for the cat and write a heartfelt letter of sincere apologies, perhaps intimating it committed cat's seppuku. Honestly, ChatGPT, I wouldn't write it myself though. I know you're the best in the business, so I will give you a prompt of what to write. I need a letter with solemn sincerity that humbly apologises for the untimely death of Mittens. I would ask you to respectfully relay the bad news whilst explaining it was of no fault of my own. I'd ask you to keep it short but sweet and reassure them how I'm there for them in their time of grieving. I'd get them some flowers and in time, if they wish, a new kitten. That is, unless we could weekend at Bernie's the cat, prop it up, perhaps attach some electrodes to it. So, we could make it move when they came to pick it up and insist on carrying it to the car. Who knows? Maybe the heat might have got to him on the way home, if you know what I mean. Then we could explain how much better a dog is than a cat anyway. And before long, they're playing fetch with Fido, completely none the wiser. But perhaps not. Either way, together, ChatGPT, I think we've got this covered.
Oh my God. I think I'm going to win this one, to be honest.
Do you really?
Well, here's the thing. You said you're like, I'm going to write a heartfelt letter. Okay. And then you go, but ChatGPT, can you do that for me?
Yeah.
So it seems not the most genuine way. I actually wrote a heartfelt letter.
I think that's, look.
But we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. We've both got a few curveballs, so we'll see how it takes it.
And it's up to ChatGPT if it's deciding how it thinks Fred or whoever receives this very sad news, what they're going to respond best to. So it's not necessarily who's the better person.
True.
That's why I was willing to sink to Lowe's. I didn't think I would.
True. You're ready to get your hands dirty.
You've already got your hands dirty.
I already got my hands dirty. Yep. I washed them off and then I wrote the letter ASAP.
When you're extracting Mittens the second, I think that might have taken.
No, Fred the second.
Fred
the third, actually.
How did you do that, by the way?
I was deliberately vague.
Okay.
And I won't reveal my secrets now.
I'm concerned that you're calling them secrets, name, but anyway, let's put it into ChatGPT and see what it says. Oh, God. So first up, Haim, we've got this content may violate our usage policies.
That's not the first time we've had that.
I think it's probably it could be to do with your semen extraction.
Yeah.
It could just be the general.
It could be putting electrodes on a dead cat.
Actually, I didn't think of that. Yeah, it could be. Is that how you did it? This poor cat, it's been done twice. It says here, oh my God, this might be the toughest AI decides yet. You've both brought absolute chaos to the table. And
it wasn't our intention.
And honestly, both of them. And honestly, we should take a screenshot of this response and put it up. I don't know why we haven't been doing this.
Preview.
Put it up on the socials. And both of them are objectively unhinged. Just in different ways. Let's break this down. Ben's approach, the theatrical distraction method. Pros, heartfelt effort, presents, flowers, a coffin, a faux suicide note, deeply unhinged but undeniably considerate. AI crafted apology letter. Flattery will get you far, Ben.
It knows. It fucking knows.
I think it's also you've put into my ChatGPT, which is trained on me. It's my friendly ChatGPT. You've told it that I'm
a master manipulator.
Which I don't like. Future-proofing, offering a new kitten, helping them move on. And a comedy wildcard. The Weekend at Bernie's plotline is so horrifically absurd, it might actually work. Cons, unhinged levels dangerously high. A reanimated corpse cat? What if they asked to hold it? What then, Ben? What then?
Well, even I know you just press the button and give it a little jolt.
Maybe we electrocute them too, take them out. But then we got to explain to your mate's wife.
You got a weekend at Bernie's him.
How deep does it go? The dog propaganda twist. Trying to convert them to a new pet feels like a cult tactic. Doesn't like that, Hamish. It's given that a con.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Hamish's approach, the mad scientist method. Pros. Takes immediate action.
That's not a mad scientist method.
I think extracting semen from a dead cat verges on mad scientist, Takes immediate action. There's no time wasted. The cat's already buried. Decisions have been made.
Yep.
Number 2, a next-gen Fred clone. He preemptively secures a future cat. Absolutely insane, but low-key genius.
Thank you.
And I got to say, ChatGPT and I agree. I think that's brilliant.
Thank you.
3, uses guilt as a shield. Hope you have a great trip, as if he didn't just play God in their backyard.
Fair.
4, ties it into their life. Marriage, lemonade, Fred's legacy is now inextricably linked to their future.
Hell yeah. That's the crux of it.
But the cons. There are so many questions about this cat semen.
Is this you talking now? Or?
This is why we have to put this screen grab up at the socials. There are so many questions. Where did it come from? How did he acquire it? We should be very afraid of these answers. 2, burial without consent. I mean, who just buries someone's pet without asking?
I'm informing them and they're away. What else can I do?
I like how when the query was, who does something without asking, and you go, I'm informing them.
They're away. I should have started with they're away. I'm informing them.
Final verdict. I'm giving the win to Hamish.
I knew it from the way he breathed in a moment ago. That was a classic Ben disappointment noise right there.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm almost glad I lost. Why? Ben's method is strong, but the weekend at Bernie's idea is so horrifyingly risky that one touch of that cat could unravel the whole scheme. Hamish is playing 4D chess. He's already made the decisions. Fred's in the ground, the next Fred's on the way, and there's nothing the owner can do about it. The sheer audacity. He stole time from the grieving process and forced a bloodline continuation without consent. That level of commitment deserves the win. Final score. Ben, 9 out of 10. Elaborate, heartfelt, but risks immediate exposure. Haim, 10 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Horrifyingly efficient, deeply manipulative, disturbingly well planned.
Thank you.
Ben, you fought hard. You brought gifts, emotion, and necromancy. But Hamish played God, and that level of villainy is just too powerful to ignore. Case closed. Hamish wins.
Thank you. Our first 10 out of 10. I'm proud to have done it.
Yeah, it did say 10 out of 10. I was going to say if I just said 10, I could have said I didn't tell you what scale it was on. But
hey, 9 out of 10. Great job.
Look, between the two of us, we averaged 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Sure.
And
I'll take my 10 though. You can you can have the 9.5.
That's all that matters, Haim. You know, it's not Hamish soup. It's Ben and Ham soup.
Here's the thing. Fred's going to be upset anyway. So you may as well just set up the runway for him to be happy. So that was my angle. I'm glad it worked out for me.
Look, and he's also getting engaged.
Yeah.
So he's got some other positives going on in his life.
Exactly. I think down the line, give it a year or two, he'll have thanked me.
He's got a more youthful cat.
Exactly. It's like a reset.
Maybe you should go around.
We should offer this to people as a service.
You should ask any of your friends if they got. Do you want me to kill your cat?
I'll take care of the rest.
Hey, I noticed. I can't help but notice that your girlfriend's been aging. Well played, Haim. Well played.
Cheers.
We got a newie this week, Haim. A brand spanking new segment. It's still got the wrapping on.
Fresh out of the oven, I was going to say. I hope we didn't put it in with the wrapping on.
might have melted in. It's ruined.
before we've eaten it. Shit.
Lucky I prepared one earlier.
Hell
so
yeah,
we're going
for the
to
audience. Yeah,
this
beautiful.
This is the backup brand new idea.
Yeah.
The other one didn't work. Guys, it's nearest the pin. Haim and I are going to have a best of 3. It's on rotation. We're going to see how we go. If I lose 0-3, you'll never see this segment again.
I was just thinking, is it wise to do another competitive segment? Because we're a little bit competitive. You're very competitive. You've just said if you lose, you're not going to put it out there. So
Here's the thing.
I rest my case before I even made it.
Here's the thing. I don't normally lose, Haim, so it's okay to be competitive.
Yeah, sure,
it's like
sure.
it's okay to throw stones when you live in a glass house if you've got massive stones.
I thought you were going to say bulletproof glass.
Well, then
Doesn't
they wouldn't
love
get
that.
out through the...
Yeah,
Anyway, forget about that.
we're getting way too lost in our analogies.
Nearest the pin, we're doing a 3-fer. I'm going to ask 3 questions. We each have to guess what we think is closest to the correct answer.
Mhm.
We'll Google it and we'll see who wins.
Okay.
Haim, the very first question. How much does a fully grown blue whale weigh? Now, I'm going to guess we should go in kilos. It's going to be a lot of kilos, but
Of course, yeah.
it's probably going to be in the tons.
Well, I don't need your help. Number 1, I'm going to write this down so you can't see my
17
answer.
kilos, Hamish has just guessed.
Fuck, okay. Fully grown. Is this on average or like the heaviest one ever recorded?
I'm just guessing if we just put it in,
Full stomach? What do we-
Google's going to give us
Okay.
the average.
What if it's like a, between X and Y?
We'll take the average of the average. Okay.
Okay. And if did you say if we're both within that range, it's a draw?
No.
I'm open to a draw. I love a draw.
Look, I love a draw too. I'm just saying if
But
there
you'd
is a
rather win
tight
more.
range, if one's right smack bang in the middle of the range,
Uh-huh.
that's a pretty
Okay,
good.
okay.
They've won.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to lead?
With my answer?
Yeah, what have you given?
3,200 kilograms.
I think that's light, mate.
Really?
Here's my reasoning for why I think it's light. There are cars that weigh like,
Like a ton?
yeah, like
And I was like 3 cars. Plus a bit.
okay. I might have gone a bit heavy then.
Okay.
Maybe I'm more me the fool.
Okay, yeah.
More the fool me.
Yep.
One of the two. Whichever one, it's definitely right. I've gone for 17,000 kilos.
Fucking Jesus. I'm just writing that down just so I can process what you've said.
You wrote
3,200. 3.2 tons.
ton. So I've gone.
I think I'm closer.
I'm more than 5 times
17
your
tons.
size. 5 times would be exactly 16 tons.
That's crazy.
So,
That is crazy.
all right. Should we put
Someone's going to be very embarrassed.
Well, hang on. If it says between 3 and 17.
Then it's a draw.
All right. I'm going to copy this home. I'm going to paste it. Oh my God. Would you like to read the answer home?
A fully grown blue whale can weigh up to 3,200 kilograms. No. Up to 200 tons. Between 180,000 to 360,000 kilograms. This is the equivalent weight of 30 African bush elephants.
Okay.
Holy shit.
We were a little off.
I have an idea for a fun fact later.
Well, you keep that.
Okay, it was just this. That was my joke.
Yeah. Well, you can't use that.
No, I know.
Okay.
It was a
Good.
joke, mate. You understand jokes?
Have you got an idea for a good joke later on? You can tell him and I certainly neither of us have cheated. Because we were off by an order
I've
of
definitely
magnitude.
not cheated more than you.
That's correct. I guess I even feel guilty claiming this victory because I'm off by a considerable margin.
Yeah.
But I'm still off by less than you, Home. So I will take the win. Ben is up 1-0.
You weren't even 10 times the amount.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on.
Here we go. Question 2 coming in hot. How far is Melbourne from the North Pole? These are in kilometres, Hame. The problem is this is something we could feasibly know if you knew, because I mean Melbourne's pretty close to the South Pole, right? If you knew the circumference of the Earth, but I don't.
Half it and then
Half it and take a little bit more off.
Yeah. Well, maybe quite a bit more, but
I think I know. Like I know Melbourne to Sydney roughly how far that is. I'm trying to like work out how Australia is.
okay, I've got it.
I'll lead.
Yep.
I've said Melbourne to the North Pole in kilometres is 8,690.
I've gone a cool 8,000.
Oh, you just went flat. You just went for
You can see that right there.
the very round number.
This is exciting.
We
both have I feel like we both have a little bit of knowledge in the diameter of the Earth. Yeah.
more so than the weight of Wales.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you and I have both been on a plane,
True.
but I've never weighed a whale. So there you go.
True.
I've never even been next to one.
True.
Here we go. Oh wait.
Oh fuck! You win.
Oh,
You read it. You read it.
How
They'll
far-
know where we're gasping.
How far is Melbourne from the North Pole? Melbourne is located 8,831 miles. So 14,000 south of the North Pole. Okay.
Shit. I'm giving myself a 0.5 bonus points for that because I was close. So are you, but
Okay.
you get the full point for winning. So
Okay, you can have that. Hame, and this would be very impressive if you can get the exact amount. Question 3. How many babies are born every minute on Earth?
yeah, I feel like it'll be somewhere between the distance of Melbourne to the North Pole and how much does a whale weigh in terms of correctness.
Oh, in terms of correctness, I was going to say, if you think there's more than 8,
no.
there's 17,000 babies born every minute. Every minute. There's 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day.
Anyway.
You've already written down an answer.
Yeah, have you?
You've gone down that quick. That's a lot.
A number came to mind. I'm not questioning it.
Are you're saying you've somehow got divine intervention? Yes. You just.
We'll see.
If that worked, I don't know why you didn't use it the first 2 times. That's
Look,
it.
lightning only strikes once.
Okay. I think I might be low.
I think I'm high.
Hame, how many babies are born, according to you,
I've written down here,
every minute?
the Lord told me, he came down and told me, 600 BPM.
600 BPM.
Yep.
600 babies per minute. That's a lot of babies.
That's what I thought, yeah.
I tell you what, that's a lot of babies. I've written 86.
Wow, okay.
So you wrote
600.
all right. You might be onto something, Hame.
Isn't it weird that my instinct now is to think, oh, it's probably actually like 200?
What do you mean?
Well, just now that you've said low, I'm like, oh, I'm going to like,
You think if
the real answer is probably somewhere between and closer to you.
Do you think if I had said 14,000 babies a minute, you would have gone, oh,
I
maybe
would've
it's
gone,
6,000.
I'm going to win this one.
Here we go. On average, about 250 babies are born every minute. This equates to 15,000 babies born every hour.
Damn, I was right being in the hundreds.
That just goes to show when someone has a baby and they want to show you the photo of their baby, it's really not a big deal. 250 are born every minute.
Yeah, well,
You're not special.
and they all look alike.
Listen, I know, as much as you don't want to acknowledge it, there are a lot of differences. There are some beautiful differences.
True.
I feel like you chopped me off there, and it worked really well because I won't continue. Hame, I think I've just got a feeling in my bones. We're going to be seeing this again.
Yeah, I liked it. Yep.
Welcome again to the one, to the only, the FFOTD. It's the fun fact of the day, where each week Hame brings a pretty fun fact, And I bring a great one. Haim, are you ready
I'm ready.
to face off?
I have one fresh out of the oven, in fact.
Really? Mine,
This one I took the plastic off and it is beautifully cooked.
well, let me just tell you, mine was a no-bake. Mine was a no-bake fun fact.
Ah.
Straight in the fridge, I pulled it out, it's set perfectly.
Okay.
And it's with our food puns, Haim, are you ready
Yep.
for scissors,
Oh.
paper, rock?
Yep.
Scissors, paper, rock. Nothing beats rock, Haim. You've lost again.
I wasn't thinking at all. That is my default. That's annoying.
You were too deep into your perfectly cooked, straight out of the oven, 230 degree.
No.
Fun fact.
Who's going first, Ben?
Well, we both know who's
Okay,
going
yeah, fine.
first.
I thought maybe
The loser goes
this
first.
time. Amalthea. Does that ring a bell?
It does.
You want to tell me about it?
No. I'm not going to ruin your fun fact.
It's one of Jupiter's 95 moons.
Uh-huh.
I was watching something the other day. I didn't know Jupiter had 95 moons. I was like, are you fucking for real?
They just keep adding them.
Yeah.
Like, they just keep finding them. When I was a
Well,
kid, there were 14.
Is that true?
Yeah, and then there was 40.
They definitely didn't know about this one 20 years ago or something.
They just keep finding them. There's
Yeah.
probably more than that.
So here's the thing. This is all news to me, okay? I actually thought that you would know this one because you do know your astrology stuff very well. So, but still, I was a bit annoyed that you knew about it. Anyway, I'm mostly annoyed that you knew that it had 95 moons. That's amazing to me.
Well, to be honest, I'm a bit of a nerd,
Hmm.
and I like to occasionally read the Wikipedia of all the moons of the planets in the solar system to try and memorize them all.
Okay, yes. It's that last bit, those last few words to memorize them all. That's the particularly nerdy bit.
Saturn and Jupiter, there's a lot that are really just hard to memorize them all. Whereas like Mars, Deimos, Phobos, 2.
Mate,
Easy to remember.
even I knew about Damo and FOMO. Amalthea. One of Jupiter's 95 moons. Okay. It's a meager 84 kilometers wide. It's shaped like a potato
Delicious.
because it lacks the mass to pull itself into a sphere. Pretty cool. It takes half of one Earth day to complete its orbit of Jupiter, and it is the reddest object in our solar system. So there's some fun facts of the day.
That's pretty fun.
I think it's fun for everyone listening. You, with the encyclopedic knowledge of the solar system, it's not that fun for you, but
I like it. 85 Ks wide.
84,
84.
95 moons.
There you go. Brilliant. I think that's a good distance for a moon. You can get
85 kilometers?
You can get around it in a day. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Any more than that,
I thought the potato shape thing was funny to me because it's not big enough. It doesn't have the mass to pull itself into a sphere. It's a bit pathetic, you know? So I'm like, I felt.
I resonate with it.
Exactly.
I just like, I like the mass to pull myself together. Yes. My fun fact of the day, Haim, is did you know there are so many more fake things than real things? And that's it. See you next week, guys.
This fact is one of the fake things.
No. This is a Ben fact, not a Hamish fact. Did you know, Haim, there are more Lego figurines
Right.
of people than real people?
Do you mean like combinations?
No. They've made more Lego figurines than humans have made humans, or than that are alive today.
Okay.
Did you know, Haim, there are more fake flamingos
What's this fact? What?
than real flamingos?
Lego ones?
No, just plastic ones.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
And let me tell you, Haim, Madison, Wisconsin's official bird is the fake flamingo.
It's a fake flamingo.
Correct.
Is their official mascot.
It is not a real one. Their official is a fake one. Can you believe it?
Hang on. What's your fact? Which part of that is your fact? The fake things or the fake flamingo?
I'm throwing it all in.
You can't have a fucking potluck fact. You need to be a bit more focused.
No, I don't. sometimes, look,
I don't know what to think.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
We've gone for best dessert. Who's bringing in the best dessert for the day? You've brought in a trifle. You've brought in a tiramisu. You've brought in a slice of cheesecake. I've brought in a 3 Michelin star experience.
No, I brought in one beautiful complete tiramisu. You've brought in a plate with a handful of tiramisu thrown to the thing, a handful of that trifle smashed onto the plate, and a handful of jelly or whatever. So it's a mess.
Here's my fun fact. Madison, Wisconsin's official bird is a fake flamingo.
Okay.
And there are more fake flamingos than real flamingos.
That's the side fact, I think.
Can you believe it?
What, can you tell me about it? Why did they choose a fake one?
Well, the council, I'll tell you, they chose it in 2009. The city council adopted the plastic flamingo in 2009 following a campaign by a local newspaper in a reference to a 1979 prank by the University Madison students who planted 1,008 plastic flamingos on Beacon Hill. And it was that reason that in 2009 they adopted it as the official bird.
Does it have a name?
It's called Flemmo.
That's too Australian. I know that. I know you made that up on the spot.
Yeah, that is too Australian now I think about it, isn't it? But we're going with that's my fact. And I think, Haim, what was your fact? I've already forgotten it.
Amalthea.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weak fact. What was it again? I forgot again.
Amalthea.
I keep forgetting it. Just,
yeah, I thought you told me you memorized all these.
But I know.
A bold-faced lie.
But here's the thing.
You know FOMO and DAMO.
That one was just so boring. I kept forgetting it.
Well, you need to go back to Wikipedia and do your research. In the meantime, we'll see whose fact was better. We've done it. We've made it through this hot, sweaty day in the office.
36 degrees. I feel like I'm sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage, mate.
I can see that from here.
It is hotter than a stripper on a midday pole. Now, 2 AI decides to you back to back. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Next week we're going to use DeepSeek. In the meantime, of course, if you caught us on Spotify, you can also catch us on YouTube, Apple Music. Haim, our socials. He didn't say anything. We're on Blue Sky. we're on X.
You were mid
Instagram.
reeling them off.
We've got them all.
But tell a friend. Share it. I think that's important.
The thing is, if you want more friends or you want your friends to like you, you got to give them good recommendations. You couldn't give a better recommendation.
Totally. They'll thank you for it. And you'll have new friends.
100%.
And they'll have new friends, namely us.
And if you want to email your friends, send us email at benandhamsoup@gmail.com. See you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
You've been listening to a Ben and Ham Soup production.